Okay, welcome to Johnson Tennis Channel. Here with Miss Diane Graveney, Joshua Graveney's mom. Joshua is currently our number two 16 and under male player. He's aspiring to be a professional. Um, his mom will tell us a lot more about Joshua. Um, what she will tell us everything about Joshua. She'll give us a download on his history, when he started playing tennis, how he progressed, where he progressed. Yes, because what we're trying to do is we are trying to promote players on this channel. We want to give the voiceless a voice. And our mission is to improve tennis and to improve the environment around tennis and to bring back some fun and to also, as I said, give a voice to those who wouldn't necessarily have a voice. So, Miss Graveney, welcome. Tell us your journey as a parent. Joshua he has gotten some success after playing just 2 years of tennis. Tell us about the journey and some of the difficulties you have to overcome, especially we know that Joshua had to travel and represent our great country, Jamaica. And I know you had some difficulties, so you can also give us a little history about that too.
Okay, Joshua has been playing tennis for about 4 years now. He started at a different camp, and they helped him to develop his skill. And
Where was he? He was at
he was training
down
with
at JPS.
right.
Yes?
He was
Yes.
with Stefan and
Right.
Thane. They discovered him because we didn't know that he had any talent in
Right.
tennis, and he worked with them for about 2 years, and then they started a national training program, and we could not afford to train with Coach Johnson because he's one of the number one coaches in Jamaica. And we saw the email, it went out, and I emailed him and said, we cannot afford the fees that are being quoted for the national program. And he said, it's okay, he'll work with us because he wants to give back. And his real aim is to develop the players. So whatever we're able to afford, he will work with us. And for 2 years now, he has been doing that. He has been working with Joshua. And when we met, he said when he played a couple times with Coach, and Coach said he likes Joshua because he tries to do what he tells him to do, and he can see that he's a well-mannered and disciplined player. So he took Joshua and he told Joshua that I'm going to move your game to the next level. And I can see that that has happened, even though the national program was discontinued, much to our dismay. But he has been working with Joshua since. Joshua hasn't been training every day like we'd like to.
So let's hold on 1 second. So let's talk about the national program a second. So he pretty much started with me in the national program, right? And the national program we had Mr. Vernal Matthews, who was actually my coach. He started me, and he started my brother, Damara Johnson, and sister too, Kalila Johnson. And we all played tennis, and we all got to a very good level. But he was one of the very important coach in that program, right? So after the program got discontinued, Tennis Jamaica, for whatever reason, decides to discontinue the national program.
Well, I was very disappointed
Yes.
that it was discontinued because I could see that Mr. Matthews, he is very solid
Right,
in teaching them the basics.
Right.
And ensuring that they learn the basic before they can go on to anything else.
Right.
And he made the sacrifice to travel from Ocho Rios to Kingston.
Right.
Almost every day or whenever the program was being held to come and help these youngsters. So and he was working with my younger son Christian as well as Joshua.
So when when Mr. Matthews, when the program discontinued, Mr. Matthews stopped coming up from Ochi. Christian actually suffered because
Yes.
Christian is 12 years old now.
Right.
And he has actually lost a full year of not
Yes.
training.
Yes. So
And-
that has set him back because
right.
he's not where he should be.
Right.
So,
So the
I'm
national program was actually providing a home. It was providing a place for training for those who couldn't afford the big fees. It was
Yes.
actually a place where they could come and get training from us, myself and Vernal Matthews, who have to come all the way from Ocherios to come up to, you know.
Yes.
So your kids suffered from that program.
and other children too who
and other
cannot
children, yes,
afford
exactly.
the exorbitant
Right,
fees.
right.
So I was really disappointed. And yes, you're right. A lot of students suffer from that.
So now he's been with me now for 2 years.
He's been here for 2 years.
When he came to me, he was at JPS. So when he came to me, as we know, he wasn't winning.
right.
And
right.
I mean, compared to where he was then and now, what do you have to say about
Well,
his progress as a parent?
I am very pleased because a year ago I remember you were having a conversation with him about what he wants out of tennis. You must have a goal. You have to have a goal. And I sat here and you asked him and he said his dream would be to make the Jamaica team. And to be honest with you, I sat here and I'm like, boy, I wish that would be a dream that would come true. I know that Joshua's not at that level and I'm not sure he can make it, but I felt sorry for him that, I'm not sure he'll make it, but I'm hoping for him. And a year has passed, and earlier this year, he went to the trials, and much to everyone's surprise, he was the underdog that went into that tournament. And he came out beating number 2 and number 3.
So you went away he went into the trials as the underdog.
Right.
And he came out as the number 2 player
right.
representing Jamaica.
Yes, he went to El Salvador
Right.
to represent Jamaica, and that was a great achievement for him. Right now, he is number 1 for under 16 at Wolmer's Boys School, and he has been playing for the school for a while. He also made it to the under 19 team, and he's doing this while being an honor student. He has been an honor student while doing his tennis and putting in the work.
Right.
And he's a good kid. I mean, he's a perfect candidate for a tennis scholarship. He volunteers in his spare time he wants to be a vet, so he volunteers at JSPCA while doing his tennis and doing his schoolwork
So
at
as
the
you
same
can
time.
see, Joshua, he makes time, not just, he wants to play tennis, but given he has a lot of schoolwork, he has a lot of humanitarian activities that he does. Given all of that, he makes time to study and to be a bright kid, to be on the honor roll, be an honor student. And not only honor student, he's number 1, 16 and under at his school, representing. And we all know how important it is to represent his school.
Right.
And we all know how proud, I was proud to be the best at my school, and I was proud being number 1 in every age group growing up. So I understand what it is to be number 1, and I understand the feeling of working hard and then reaping the fruits at the end. Right? So that's what hard work is about, and so you have seen where Joshua has made some progress here at Johnson Tennis, and what are you looking for now for him? Is it a scholarship, or is it you want him to go on to play some professional tennis?
Well, the sky's the limit, the sky's the limit. So if he can make it professionally, that would be great. But in the near future, I would really love for him to get a tennis scholarship to go to play in the USA.
Right.
So that is really our goal now. He has the academic part down, and I know working with you, he will even improve his skills.
Definitely.
And get stronger.
Good.
So
Joshua is looking forward to a tennis scholarship. I'm sure he wants to go to Howard University, and that's going to be a walk in the park for him, because I know that when he's done training here at Johnson Tennis, you know, he will be playing the level of tennis that he can go anywhere of his choosing. And that's the short-term goal. And I'm working with him towards that. And of course, with the parent. And of course, Joshua has to put out that discipline and hard work. And they all know here at Johnson Tennis, it's all about hard work. It's not about how you look. It's not about where you're from. It's about what you bring to the table, the work ethic. Okay? So, thank you all for tuning in. And look out for more. We're going to have plenty more coming. We want to give all the kids who, as I said, don't have a voice, we want to give them a voice here on this channel so we can talk about things that are hurting tennis and things that are making tennis. Okay, so we hope to speak about every issue and we hope to have an exciting time. Thank you.